So we keep the wing blocker on. We bring Simmons in. Again, we don't have Chris Grant, guys. We need 1 yard. Can we get it?
Hey, 4-1. What's wrong with these niggas talking down on us, dog? Talking about we ain't doing what we do. Nigga, we done been out here about like 10 years, nigga. We getting old, goddammit. Let's get it. We made niggas put them rose bottles up. We made the whole city boss, they like fuck. Boss, they like fuck. We made niggas wanna go and hit hush. Bitch, we made niggas, you know we love to stunt. We made niggas put them rose bottles up. We made the whole city boss, they like fuck. Boss, they like fuck. We made niggas wanna go and hit hush. Bitch, we made niggas, you know we love to stunt.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Georgia Tech Dynasty, where today we are embarking on our first game in the Dynasty. I know y'all been waiting for it. We did the preseason, we did the offseason, we did recruiting, we did a team preview. All right, I'm finally making you guys hold off. We're getting into it today. Game 1 with the Yellow Jackets, and we're going on the road to play number 2 Notre Dame. Should be an insanely fun battle. A lot of gold going to be on the field today. Look at this matchup on paper. Lee Corso, of course, is picking Notre Dame. Look, guys, I mean, it doesn't take an expert to know that they're better than us. It's Notre Dame. They're number 2 in the nation. We're Georgia Tech. We're like bottom of the ACC, bottom of the Power 5, bottom of the rankings. So, you know, we got a lot of people to prove wrong. We got a lot of doubters to prove wrong, that is, and a lot of things that we got to do well so that we can continue to, you know, rebuild, prove who we are, and just have a great season. Looking at our schedule here, this is all in the preseason video if you guys missed it, but here's one more look at it. ND today, Wake next week, then we get into ACC play further with NC State. Before the game, here's a look at these sliders. I showed these before every game. These are the Jared 21 sliders. I've gotten a couple questions about what sliders I use, so if you want more information on these, you can find them in the description below. One thing I am doing is I'm bumping up that running back ability slider just a hair, because in my old Dynasty, Oregon State, go check that out, by the way, I had a 99 overall running back, and he just ran slow as heck. And the reason why is because the RB ability slider was so low, it's not realistic, so I'm trying to bump it up to make it a little more realistic. So quick look at Notre Dame, what they have as a team. New quarterback, pretty fresh, not a lot of stats. Running back-wise, they got this guy here, Chris Lee. They got a couple of running backs that have played a little bit of time, but stepping into some bigger roles. Franklin Rhodes, another guy you'll see. So it looks like they're 2 deep there, 290 overall plus players. At wide receiver 1's decent. Nick Reed there. Wide receiver 2 is good as well. So wide receiver position, no issue for the Fighting Irish. Outside of those two, though, maybe a lack of options at 3, so something to keep an eye on. That passing game. Great tight ends. Not surprised. Notre Dame always has great tight ends. They also always have a great offensive line, and, you know, that's true once again here as you look left to right. Just 80 overalls all over the place, 90 overalls even. Defensive line is a you know, point that I'm going to want to really hone in on, because we don't know how good our offense is, and hopefully we can put up some points today. But they got some really good DNs, but new DNs, okay? So some young guys that haven't logged a lot of time, but they do have a senior defensive tackle that's kind of spearheading that unit. Moving back to the linebackers, really not a whole lot of production that is returning, aside from this middle linebacker, Johnny McNeil. He's an absolute stud, 92 overall in the middle, so we're going to have to watch out for him. Now, this is probably the weak point. So that right outside linebacker, Chris Henry, only 73 overall, so we're going to try to attack him. Looking at the secondary, really strong, 90 overall, CB1, CB2. They got the star players on both of them, so passing game might be a little rough today, guys. Not really sure what we're going to expect, what to expect. Free safety's new, and the strong safety is also new. Okay, so the corners are good. The safeties are new, though, inexperienced, evergreen, so maybe we can, you know, kind of expose them in that sense. Either way, we're going to have to put up some points today. We're going to have to play competitive ball. Let's just have a good showing. Let's prove that we deserve to be on the same field as Notre Dame. Let's go. Game 1. Get hype. Let's do it. As y'all already know, first game as the head coach at Georgia Tech, and we're doing it on the road at Notre Dame in South Bend, Notre Dame Stadium. Let's get it popping. So we get the opening kickoff here as we lost the coin toss, and Wood's going to take it out. The cornerback, who's back at kick return, has a little bit of room up the sideline and gets up to the 25, broke a tackle up to the 30, and our offense takes over from there. 1st and 10, Notre Dame showing blitz, so we check to the pass, and routine play here, going with the stick, and we hot route the tight end on a vertical. And he's open up the seam. We hit him up the seam. That's Harrison, our starting tight end, probably our wide receiver 1, honestly, coming off a big season last year. We got to give him the rock as much as possible. But we take a sack on 2nd and 6, and in a game like today against the defense like the one Notre Dame has, we just can't do that. So make it 3rd down and 12, 3 receiver set, man-to-man coverage, throws there, and there's Sean Brown, the true freshman wide receiver, making the catch and moving the sticks. Now we use that run game. Grant gets 4, Chris Grant that is, picks up 8 yards, slowly but surely we'll take it. 3rd down and 2, back to the ground game. Georgia Tech showing blitz. We don't care. We're going to clear out some room on that right side. Motion Sean Brown right to left, and we're ready to go. Split zone inside, handoff. Grant has the 1st down and then some inside the 25. So the first drive looking promising, but now it's 3rd down again. We got to move the chains again. Another handoff. Block from Grant. Spin move from Simmons, and he's inside the 5. 10-yard gain. We're knocking on the doorstep, folks. 1st and goal, read option, wing blocker, handoff Allen, had a lane, but couldn't get the block from Slater, so he's short. Now 2nd and goal, going back to the ground game. Simmons fights his way in there. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. First touchdown as a Yellow Jacket. Let's go. Hey, man, we took our pointer finger, we turned around to that Notre Dame crowd, and we said, shut the heck up, because that was a statement drive. But now our defense is off to work, and not a great start. You know, I told y'all coming in that our defensive line, our front 7, was going to struggle. As you can see, we're getting absolutely no push, and on 2 different plays, Notre Dame hits us up with a pass. That quarterback's got all day back there, man. He could have read Macbeth and the Bible with all the time he had in the backfield there. So we got to start getting some pressure. We would start to send some blitzes, but they're just slicing and dicing with that pass game. We can't win 1st down, man. Another big play down the sideline, and we just got to tackle him to prevent him from scoring. 23 more yards right there, and in 4 plays, Notre Dame is in the red zone looking to tie this game up. Now they mix in the run game, handoff Lee, just an absolutely massive hole. Could have fit 2 semi-trucks through that thing. 2nd and goal at the 5. They bring a wide receiver in motion. That's a mistake, bro. Why y'all getting so cute, man? Just keep it simple, bro. You were exposing us beforehand. I don't know why they're trying to get cute. Phil Jackson with the TFL. Now 3rd and goal. We're dialing up the blitz, sending 8 man-to-man coverage. They run a draw. Can we get the stop? Yes, sir. Beautiful open field tackle by the free safety, Wilson. And it brings up 4th and goal. Notre Dame settles for 3. All right. So this is our chance, guys. This is our chance to kind of get an earlier lead, and that just didn't make any sense. But kind of put him away early, if you will. But Slater's off with the pass. That's the sliders factoring in. He was wide open on the out route over there. So now 3rd and 10. We call up a curl flats play, and then we check to the run because, look, they only got 6 guys in the box. We could win this matchup, right? Slater has a lane, but no, it's quickly closed by the defensive tackle. And 4th and 5 is the situation at this point. We decide to punt. You know, Notre Dame was already moving the ball as it is, and we don't want to make it any easier for him. So now the defense back on the field. Oh my gosh, this guy has all the room in the world. He breaks the tackle, and there's nobody there. He'll stride into the end zone. Notre Dame takes the lead. That simply cannot happen, man. We gotta have those tackles. So that was massively disappointing. In a game like this, those are the ones that are really going to bite you in the butt. So, you know, we'll circle back to that play. A game changer at the moment. Nearly an interception there from Slater. We're kind of rattled at this point. I mean, that running back just took it 75 yards on a play that people have been running since 1955. Like, that's just a little embarrassing if you ask me. Slater just gets absolutely rattled in his skull right there as well. But 3rd and 2, hey, we're putting it in his hands. And he gets the 1st down and then some. 6 yards up the middle, so 1st down and 10. Closing seconds of the first quarter. We're going to go to the second. Oh, no, we're not. One more play in the first quarter. Maybe we shouldn't have done that, though, because Slater misses what would have been an easy walk-in touchdown. So 2nd and 10, it becomes 3rd and 4 with 7.5 to go in the second quarter. And we check to the ground game, which has been working so far. Chris Grant has a lane up the middle, avoids the safety, and gets a good chunk gain. 9 yards to move the sticks again. That running game has been great. Let's go back to it again here on 3rd and 8, potentially a 2-play set. Handoff, Grant moves up the middle, spins by the safety. That was just a dusty spin move, but somehow it made the safety bite, so that's hilarious. But down 10-7, looking to cut into this deficit. Nearly an interception by Slater. Man, this guy's got to dial it in. That was the easiest interception of that safety ever. And he just straight dropped it. That play, going out of the playbook immediately, that was just terrible. Screen pass, and somehow the defensive tackle made the tackle. No pun intended. 3rd and 15, going back to the run game because you know what? We had 3 points locked up as it is. So Grant gets a couple, makes it an easier chip shot field goal for automatic field goal kicker, and he nails it. So 10-10. All right, so we're feeling good. You know, we're all right. Our defense needs to do a little bit better. Let's see if we can just make a tackle. That's step 1 on this drive. 1st and 10, 5:14 to go. Counter. Nope, we can't tackle. I just completely blew that. That was awful. Cue that fart sound effect. Anyways, big gain. 2nd and 5, 4.5 to go. 2nd quarter. Counter. This time we're there. Yes, sir. Don't run out outside on us. The free safety, Wilson, aside from that last tackle he missed, having a great game. Let's see if we can make a play right here. 3rd down and 7. Little over 4 to go. And we see slant patterns, we see in patters. That should have been picked off. Luckily, it falls to the turf. I don't know why they're trying to highlight a true freshman quarterback who's playing tight end who just dropped a pass. But anyways, we get the stop. So 10-10, chance to take the lead back once again. Grant on 2nd and 4, fighting, keeping his legs turning up to the 35. And now we want that misdirection, man. Swing pass outside. Blocks are set up. There goes Sean Brown, the true freshman, spinning. Well, spin move's not exactly there yet. He's not exactly in his bag just yet, but he'll get there. Still a true freshman. Keep that in mind. Screen pass on 2nd and 5. We check to it, but Notre Dame has probably seen that 50,000 times in practice, so they shut it down. Now 3rd down and 8. We call up that same play we checked out of last time, expecting a cover 4, so we're looking to the near side flat for check down and potentially a catch and run for the 1st down. But no, the defensive end is right there, sees it coming from a mile away, and swats it down. I've never seen that before, but leave it up to Notre Dame to make that kind of a play. And now our punter with just absolutely massive quads and hamstrings just bullets one, and it ends up in the end zone for a touchback. So now Notre Dame with a chance to potentially double score. They're going to get it out of the half. That's a pick 6. How does that happen? Instead, it might turn into a touchdown for Notre Dame. Luckily, Flanagan chases him down after a 54-yard gain. But y'all saw that. We jumped that route. That's got to be a pick, man. The game was out to get us today. They're out to get us there as well. Friendly animation for Chris Lee. Turns into 1st and goal. 50 seconds to go in the half. And they're going to pass. We were expecting the run. Weren't ready for it. There's the cutback route. Catch made. Henderson finishes it off. And Notre Dame takes the lead nearing halftime. All right, so after that really good first drive by the offense, they were able to tack on 3 last time out, but have kind of slowed down since then. Slater back to work. Nice touch throw to Harrison in between the cover 2 seam. 15 yards to get things going. And then we call up a new play we've never run before. We hit Petty over the middle, but he drops it, and it's a fumble. Notre Dame takes over at midfield. This is a guy that struggled with injuries last year, and clearly he doesn't want to hold on to the football. He's kind of going down on my favorability list. He lost like 10 points with that play right there. All right, so now we're kind of just damage control. We don't want to give up 7. We don't want to give up 3. But, you know, the way it's going right now, Notre Dame is doing whatever they want. But all they can really do is hurt themselves. We can't do it to them. 2 receivers run into each other, so incomplete pass. 2nd and 10, under 30 seconds left. They have 1 timeout. Passing again, and the flood route's open. Wood was coming back to play that, maybe pick it off, but couldn't get there. Need him to make that play if we want to win this game. Another passing situation, wide open in the hook zone there for the completion, and he got out of bounds, so the clock stops with 18 seconds left. Passing again, tunnel screen over the middle. We got it this time, and that's a big tackle because it's inbounds. But Notre Dame doesn't use the timeout. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. This is the final play of the half. The quarterback takes off. We bring him down inbounds, and that's how the first half ends. Oh, we just escaped with highway robbery, folks. Notre Dame had a chance to go to the break up 10 and get the ball coming out, but instead, it's still a 7-point game. Hey, we're still in this thing, man. If you look at the stat sheet, we're competing, and we're competing hard. We just got to clean a couple of things up in the second half. If you would have told me we'd be down just 1 touchdown going into the second half, I would take that every day of the week that ends in Y, and that's a situation we're in right now, so let's see what we can do. I mean, can we pull this upset? Can we keep it close all the way? Either way, I'm happy with the performance thus far, but let's keep it going. 3rd down and 1. We're expecting a pass here, but we're doing a zone blitz in case they do run it. They do pass it. We should be ready for it, but he hits an underneath throw on a little drag. But hold the phone. There is a flag on the play. Offensive holding is the call, so bring that baby back. It'll set up a 3rd and long situation. and that's massive. Gives us another chance to get off the field. So now 3rd and 11, man-to-man coverage. Can we man up, get the stop? Yes, sir! They want to go with the screen, but instead we get the sack. Noah Miller, his first of the season, and that's massive. We're going to get the ball back here. First play, jet sweep, little misdirection. Oh, little shovel pass to Petty. Plenty of space, but the guy is slow as molasses, and I really don't like this guy. He's kind of on my shit list right now, part of my French. But 3rd and 10, we convert. Sean Brown, he's way up there on the list. The true freshman already stepping in, making massive plays. And then in the 5-wide set, quarterback draw with Slater. I like that play. We're going to look to run that a little bit more. Speaking of the run game, let's give it back to Chris Grant. He's been the workhorse so far, and he continues to be the workhorse. 1st down and 10. We just continue to pile up those first downs in that time of possession. Oh, Grant's got some space, gets some pancakes, and he's inside the 5. Let's go, baby. We're getting everything we want on the ground. We're going back to it on 1st and goal. Doesn't work this time. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication there. If you watch the replay, Slater turned the wrong way and kind of just messed the whole thing up. So now 2nd and goal. I mean, we have a good chance at a touchdown here. We really got to cash in and convert on it. Trying to manufacture some offense here, bringing Grant on the slant. Nobody open. Oh, we got the curl route, though, just before the blitz gets home. And Thomas Nelson walks in for his first touchdown of the season and our first passing touchdown of the year. Hey, we're all tied up at 17. Let's get it. Hey, man, we in this thing for real. We in this thing, and we ain't going away. 17 all, 4 minutes to go. Yes, sir. There's Noah Miller again. This guy's a rising star on the defensive line, his 2nd TFL. And just like that, it's 3rd and 12. This is exactly where we want the Fighting Irish to live. Can we get the Leprechauns off the field? Flood route, drag route. Yes, sir. Right there for the tackle. 3-yard gain, short of the sticks. Bring up 4th down. Get that offense back in the field, baby. 1st and 10, Notre Dame showing blitz off the right side. We want to run it to the opposite direction, so we're going to stick with it. Handoff Grant, has some room up the middle, burns that linebacker, trounces over the safety, and he's got a 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1. Same deal, pulling the guard, going the same direction. We get the block, parting of the Red Sea for Grant, cooks it outside, down to the 45, 11 more. This guy is having a day, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Looking for a downfield shot. Can we convert? Slater is sacked while he's throwing the pass. At least he got it away, but we had a streaking receiver down that sideline for a touchdown. A big missed opportunity. Turns into 3rd and 8. Tight slots formation, looking to get the outside, and we get it. Nelson in the seam. Slater with some zip. Slater with some mustard. Slater with some charisma. 1st and 10. 2nd and 6. On the door of the red zone. Oh, well, somebody missed a blocking assignment, I think, on that one. So that's pretty much what happened there. So give me 3rd and 9. Check to the run. Hey, we already got our 3 points locked up. We can take the lead with a kick. Handoff for Simmons. If he was a little bit faster, he could get to the edge, get that 1st down, but he's short. So 4th down, we'll tack on the 3. We'll take the lead and be just pretty damn well happy with it. Bro, are we actually about to win this game? Well, that's not going to help. Chris Grant's out for the rest of the game, our starting running back. That's certainly going to hurt, but we can pull this thing out, man. If we get a couple more stops, like one right here potentially, we can win this thing. 3rd and 2, he has all day. He hits a drag to Richardson. Notre Dame moves the sticks. I mean, you got to think at some point that clutch skill is going to come into play here. As they're, number 2 in the nation. They've been in these big games before. Maybe not against Georgia Tech, but certainly before. Cutback route, he goes vertical. Little gets burned on the near side. And a 31-yard gain for Notre Dame. They're kind of, again, it's the lack of pressure that's hurting us. Our defensive line's really not getting any. Another pass, more time. Little misses, and there's nobody there. He reverses field and won't be touched till he's in the end zone. Chris Lee continues to be a thorn in our side. Notre Dame retakes the lead in the snap of a finger. We need answers, and we need them quick. We're going play-action pass on 1st down, looking for our favorite target, that tight end, Harrison. Oh, my gosh, I don't know how he made that catch, but Slater put it on a rope, and he hauled it in. So 20 yards to start. That's a good way to do it. Going back to the ground game. Slater keeping. Has a hole, has some room. Oh, see ya. Nice juke to get around the safety. 15 more. Hey, we're on a drive, folks. Get those keys out. Now a jet sweep. We get the block. Petty around the edge, cuts it up the middle. The first good play he's ever made for us. Hopefully he can have some more of those. So continuing to move the ball forward. Now we're going to do a setup play off of that. Play action with the sweep. Tight ends open, but Slater can't get the pass off. We take another costly sack. It puts us way behind schedule. I mean, look at Simmons. The running back pass pro was just non-existent there. We needed that. So now 2nd and 15, checking back to the midline read option. Keeper for Slater has the blocks, has some room, and he slides down to the 20. 2 yards short of the first down. That might be costly for us. So we're going with the read option out of the wing. 3rd and 2, Slater keeps. There's the linebacker. He jukes him, jukes again, doing a little bit too much toe tapping, a little bit too much boogieing. It's 4th and 1. We need a yard to keep this thing going. So we keep the wing blocker on. We bring Simmons in again. We don't have Chris Grant, guys. We need 1 yard. Can we get it? Handoff has a lane, but he can't swiggle through there, and he's brought down short of the sticks. Dante Simmons needed 1 yard. He couldn't get it, and now Notre Dame has a chance to ice this game away with a drive and a score. First play, Davis, quick slant, and he beats the corner, and he's gone. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Notre Dame, and that's the ball game. Et tu, Brute. That was the final knife in the back for Georgia Tech. The Yellow Jackets are no longer flying, no longer searching for pollen. The life has just been taken out of us there. A brutal stretch, another big play, and it kills us, man. Now we got 3.5 left. Weird sequence there. I was trying to just snap the ball, do the play, but it wouldn't snap the ball. So I had to spend a timeout, which sucks because we need those things. We're down by 11, but we hit Petty on an in route. I mean, we still got a little bit of life here. 3.5 left. 1 timeout now. We should have 2, which is BS, but whatever. Let's see if we can move the ball down the field. In route, Livingston. I don't know how the hell he held onto that pass, caught that ball, but he found a way to do it. Coming out screen, showing a lot of pressure, and we're going to stick with it. Can we hit Simmons? Can we get a big play? He checks it down. Oh, spins once, spins twice. He's got some room down the sideline and finally tackled at the 27. He's got to make up for that mistake he had on the last drive when he couldn't get us 1 yard on the ground. That's a good way to do it. Let's see if we can punch it in. I mean, all we need is 1 score. We could potentially just kick it off. We could onside kick it. Something of that nature. We hit Nelson for another game, 16 more inside the 10. Now, we should kick the field goal here to save the time, but, you know, I'm not smart, so I don't do those things. Looking to hit Brown on the zig route. Can we get that mismatch? Looks like zone coverage. That's not there. And Slater takes a sack. Took way too much time surveying the coverage, surveying downfield, and he's brought down. So 2nd and 19, and now we're in scramble mode. 5 wide set, fade smash, and he picked off by the safety. Baker jumps it, and he jumps at our opportunity to claw back into this game, and that right there is the final dagger. That's the final knife in our skull. We are going to lose to Notre Dame as they're going to run this clock out, and what looked like a great opportunity at a resume-padding win, a season-defining win, a rebuild-defining win is going to fall short, and the Fighting Irish are going to take this one in Notre Dame Stadium. The number 2 team in the nation shows why they're the number 2 team in the nation, and we're going to fall short. I mean, here it is, that final play, 3rd and 13. One last-ditch opportunity maybe to get this win, but we couldn't get the stop, and that would do it. 31-20. They got my hopes up. I'm disappointed. We had a chance to win that game. Every chance in the world. All we needed was that 1 yard. We get that 1 yard on 4th down, man. We're getting at least a field goal on that drive. We're extending our lead, and we have all the momentum. So I think that's really where the game hinged. We'll have a look at the player stats here and the team stats, and we'll wrap it up in post. Disappointing loss. Heart got ripped to shreds, but you know what, guys? I'm so optimistic. So many good things to think about coming out of that one, and it's only going to make us better for the future. All right, like I said before, man, tough one, winnable one. My Notre Dame fans will certainly be happy, but you know what? I'm feeling good as well. Didn't expect to win that game, but, you know, once we were in that kind of neighborhood where we could have won it, of course you want to get the job done, but we couldn't today. We fall to 0-1, but we have another opportunity at a ranked win potentially if Wake stays ranked. Next week against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. That game is also on the road, I believe, so we'll see what happens with that. Before that episode comes out, we'll do week 2 recruiting right here. We had 4 instant commits last week. We'll see what we can do this week. Again, I keep repeating the same things over and over. Message for this week: tough loss, winnable game, certainly one that's going to keep us up tonight when we're trying to fall asleep. But at the same time, I think there's so many positives to take away. This is going to be a good football team. We will, at the very least, make a bowl game. I think we can compete in the ACC. We made a statement today. The nation is on notice. Hope y'all are too. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and get hype for the rest of this season, man. It's been one game. We got at least 11 more of these. I can't wait. Let's go.